Hello, guys and girls. It's the last day of 2021, and I know I've had like a gazillion of videos where I talk about starting a YouTube channel, and every time I record a video when I say that I'm going to start a YouTube channel, I actually end up just making that one video on that one particular channel, and that's it. I just lose it at some point, and life gets in the way, so it never really goes beyond planning. This time around, I decided to take things more seriously, and to get me started, I bought myself the whole YouTuber's equipment because I figured that recording on my phone could not be as good as professional camera. So I actually went ahead and bought everything that a professional YouTuber needs. Hopefully, making such a big investment will actually stimulate me to actually go ahead and film something. Now, the first thing I bought, I've already unboxed it, is the camera. I wanted to buy Sony camera because in my personal experience, I know Sony are not particularly popular when it comes to smartphones and cameras. However, this particular camera won a few awards for being like the best camera, vlogging camera. It's a vlogging camera. So it's basically, they promote it as a vlogging camera. What I liked about it is that it has an inbuilt microphone with a windshield. It has an inbuilt this one. You can flip it. Sorry. And basically, it allows you to see yourself while shooting without having to connect an external microphone. It also has aperture settings for background blurring effect, which is something I personally really like. So the whole idea is that I bought this camera. It cost me, I think now it was on sale because this model is already 1 year old. It cost, I think, 800 US dollars. Previously, it was a little more in Czech Republic because we have all these fees. So it was actually more expensive. Now they had it on sale, so I bought it for, I think it was $800. What I do like about it is that for your $800, you actually do not need to buy an external display, you do not need to buy an external mic, and you do not need to buy an external lens for the bokeh or blurred background effect. The blurred background effect is, I personally think that this is one of the most beautiful things, that when a blogger is actually filming a video and they have this beautiful lighting setup and a rim light and blurred background, this what makes that blogger look more professional. The video itself turns out to be a lot more cinematic. It has depth, it has character, it has a lot of atmosphere. So I believe that these small things like the sound, everyone who have ever studied cinematography knows that sound in a movie is much more important than the picture itself. If this video was recorded right now in worst quality but had a higher quality of sound, you would still be able to listen through that video. However, if I had a crisp picture with a very noisy, annoying sound, you would not be able to stick through the entire video. Having said that, I hope you will stick through the entire video, even with this sound. So next thing in my equipment database is going to be this remote shutter. And I bought the one with a cable because the Sony camera has a very weak battery. It actually has a very short battery lifespan. It needs to be recharged when you shoot in 4K. It needs to be recharged every 45 minutes, which is not a lot. Like, you don't get a lot of battery life out of this camera. However, considering how much it costs, I think that it's a reasonable price, and the only thing that you as a blogger, especially if you're filming outside, the only thing you need is to actually buy an external battery and have a replacement with you at all times. So this is why I decided to go with the wired shutter. First of all, I have this USB shutter. This one is wireless, so you actually just connect it with the camera and you can start and end your recording whenever you need. This one is a more advanced version. First of all, it has a cable, so it will not drain the battery as much. And the good thing about it is that you can actually have more control. This one works as a zoom in or zoom out. You can start recording, you can shut it down from this remote control, and you can place a grid line if you feel like you're just I don't know, if you're just moved slightly or your camera is not in the right angle, in the right position. All you need to do is actually enable the grid line, and you can see in real time how you are doing grid wise. So this baby, I bought it in the cheapest store, and this baby cost $50. Next, of course, is the memory card. Now I got, because I've already spent so much money on this equipment, I actually decided to save on the memory card. So I bought two. I've already unpacked it, so I bought two 28 gigabyte memory card. However, it's more expensive because it supports the 4K recording, which is something that I'm going to use a lot, and it's high speed. It's a high speed memory card. Problem with low speed memory cards, and I actually had like 3 cards already, but they were not compatible with this camera because if it's not high speed enough, you cannot use it for recording 4K videos. Like I said, I saved, and I don't know, I probably did a mistake because I bought two smaller cards. In reality, I should have invested in bigger cards. However, for now, I'm gonna stick with the smaller ones. I'm just gonna replace it every two. I think one card like this is enough for. It's gonna be sufficient for 2 hours and 15 minutes of 4K video. So you're probably not going to record it in one shot anyway, because the camera can only last for 45 minutes. So you will have like 3 battery cycles and 1 card for almost 2.5 hours of 4K footage. Also, the remote control came with a clip. I don't think I'll be using it because I don't feel like, I have all these motion activated sensors here. So I don't think I will need to clip it anywhere. I don't feel it's gonna be used, but I'll put the clip aside. Come on. I don't think I'll use it, but I'll just put it aside in case I will ever need it. Memory card cost $45 each, so it's relatively affordable, but I don't know, I think it's an okay price. Next thing, of course, is a tripod. So I actually, if you've seen me on Instagram, you know that my previous tripod actually broke down. The head just fell off with I had a phone mounted on it, so luckily the phone didn't even scratch. I have a lesson learned. AliExpress tripods, I'm not gonna trust them with an expensive camera. Although this Sony camera is not like extremely expensive camera. Obviously, if I had, I don't know, a $5,000 Canon camera, I probably would be a lot more cautious about it. But even this one, I just don't want it to fall off my tripod in the middle of shooting. So this one is really, it's very sturdy, it's very robust. I think this is a really serious piece of equipment. I don't remember how much it did cost because I bought it on sale, but I think it was around $100, which is a lot for it's just a tripod, yeah. But if it's gonna support my camera and I'll be able just to mount my camera on that tripod and leave it on for an extended period of time, for days, weeks, and maybe months, unless I need to replace something in the camera. So I personally think that this is a good investment because it can just stay put in my apartment and I wouldn't need to worry about moving my camera or placing it somewhere. The last thing I bought was a selfie stick, and as a selfie stick, I thought it's gonna be a table tripod. I actually thought that you can unmount this piece and have a classic camera, that swirl you have that you screw your camera on. However, unfortunately, it's just a selfie stick, but a very nice one. It has nice legs, and of course it's telescopic, so you can have like 1 meter of distance of this selfie stick. So unfortunately, I will not be able to use it with the camera, but probably I'll use it with my phone, because it's a little, my phone is very big. I have Samsung S29 plus the case, so actually I have a really big and bulky phone. And this doesn't really, I mean, like, you have to use a lot of force to stretch it out and squeeze my phone into it. But I already bought it, and I think I paid $30 for it. It was from AliExpress. And you have this, it's very portable, it's very small, it's like a very tiny umbrella, so it will fit in probably every handbag. And it actually came with a separate shutter, and you can I probably will not be able to mount it in real time, but yeah, you can mount the shutter here, so you can just place your phone, stick it out, and take selfies in real time. I'm not sure if it's good or will I use it, but it's good to have it. And the last things that I got are just cables, different cables. I also have 2 cables that I've already connected to my computer. So to make my life easier as possible, because I'm new to this whole video editing, I probably am going to outsource video editing to someone else. I've already looked through Kwork and Fiverr and Freelancer. There are a lot of people who offer video editing relatively cheap. Of course, if you want a professional production, you're gonna pay a lot extra. But if you just want, like for me right now, I'm just starting my YouTube channel, so I really don't need an expensive professional production. I don't see, I've already spent, as you could see, I've already spent enough money on the equipment, and I also spent about I think $3,000 on video editing apps. Instead of buying just one video editing app, I just went ahead and bought yearly membership on, because it's always cheaper if you buy yearly, annually, 12 months in advance, I mean. So instead of buying just one complete software, I just went ahead and bought 3 phone editing apps and 2 apps that I have like software, like classical software that I installed on my laptop. So I also actually, oh, and another thing I bought was this one. This was cheap. This was just €10, which is something like $15, I think. And these are the LED lights, TV LED lights. But I'm not gonna use it for TV. I'm gonna use it. It comes with 4 LED stripes, and I'm gonna use it for. This is my working desk. This is a new desk that I bought. I know that many people are gonna say that this is for kids or for teenagers, but trust me, this is the best table I've ever had. It has all these vertical storage. I'm sorry, it's motion activated. My entire house has motion activated light. If you ever break into my house and you want to steal something at night, you'll be amazed at the motion activated light system. It has smart lights, it has smart sounds, it has smart alarms. I'm very, very tech crazy. So what I'm gonna do with this LED light thing, I'm gonna attach it to the back sides of my working station. So I will have, since it has 4, I'll have just 2 by the sides and 2 on the upper side of the table. It's not gonna cover the entire area, because it's not it's very short. It has only 50 centimeters each, which is like really short. However, next time when I'll be filming, each time I'll be filming, I will just light the LED lights on the background to create this beautiful rim light being on the background, which is something that I absolutely adore when bloggers have. And since it has 12 colors, or so they say, 12 colors, and it's dimmable, I would probably be able to adjust it and create the atmosphere, the cinematic atmosphere that I'm looking for. So now I'm at the point that I've invested a lot of money in the equipment, in the YouTube vlogging equipment, whether it's a camera or a software or just accessories for this whole thing, because just having the camera is not enough. So for me, it was necessary to invest all this money in the vlogging equipment, just to kick myself in the butt and get started with creating videos. Because if I just shoot on my phone, I'm never happy with the quality. It's just so homemade. Just look at this video. Like, come on. It's very homemade. It's very amateurish. It's very and I don't want, and I know that I'm gonna stay in the amateur section of YouTube probably for a very long time, unless I really get a professional production to help my videos. But even now, having all this equipment and all these video editing apps, and on top of that, I probably am going to get one or two guys to help me with thumbnails, with selecting hashtags, and probably video editing. So this is that, and that's not because I cannot do it myself. This is because it will take me a long time. I'm still learning. YouTube is a very new territory for me, and I know it just can take a lot of time, and I don't have the time. I already have many streams of income, and I cannot compromise any one of them. I have a lot of businesses, and I'm going to talk on my YouTube channel about them. So I want to speed the process as much as possible, because I know that if I'm going to spend 3 days recording the video, and then another 3 days editing the video, and then creating the thumbnail, and then looking through the video, and I will not be happy, and I'll put it online anyway. And of course, it's not going to get any views because it will not be good enough, and I'll just get discouraged, and I probably will stop recording. However, as of now, as of end of 2021, YouTube algorithms are very, very merciless. If you want to be a YouTuber whose videos are getting recommended to other people, you have to upload videos 2 to 3 times per week. YouTube is going to take you seriously if you take YouTube seriously. So if you spend a lot of time on YouTube, if you reply to comments, if you moderate your comments, if you upload videos on a regular basis, like a regular basis, like a day job, like you take one day to shoot the video, the next day you upload it, next day you shoot the video and you upload it. That way, if you go through, and in order to be eligible for monetization, you need to have attention. 1,000 subscribers, true subscribers. Buying subscribers anywhere on Fiverr for $5 is not going to do the trick, because they will just ban you or remove your subscribers. And on top of that, 1,000 subscribers, you need 4,000 hours of your videos watched. 4,000, it's nearly half a year of someone watching your videos nonstop. A lot. It's like, and that's just the entry point for being eligible for monetization. Can you imagine just the entry point for getting a few bucks out of a few views on your videos? And you get paid per mile, which is per 1,000 views, and an average cost per mile is $2. So once your video, after you got eligible for monetization, once your video is getting 1,000 views, which for me right now sounds like, oh my God, will I ever get there? Once you get that, you get $2. Congratulations. So bearing that math in mind, I realized that just in order to pay back for the equipment, I need millions of views, like literally. I need thousands of content hours. So on this optimistic note, wish me luck. I hope to see you soon. I know that no one's gonna watch this video probably once I get popular, people will go back and see what was I filming 3 5 years ago, and maybe then that video is gonna get some views. But until then, I'm gonna get back to work. I'm gonna write some scripts and content plans for my videos. I'm gonna just right now I'm just gathering ideas, something that I could like what I can talk about and how I'm gonna talk about. And I'm not really good at talking to camera still, so bear with me. It's gonna be probably a boring monotone, or maybe not. Maybe it's gonna be fun. So wish me luck, and I'll see you guys next year. Happy New Year!